I'm Lauren, and today I'm going to do a quick little video about the steps and materials I used to make my green cottagecore themed dress. So it only took about 1.5 yards of fabric that I had lying around from another project. It's 100% cotton, and if you're using any material you should wash before you make it. That's very important, or else it's going to warp and it's going to be not pretty, especially if it's a natural fiber material. So yeah, first step, very important. Second thing you'll need is a pencil skirt that fits you well. This pencil skirt was like $4 from Goodwill, and it fits me super well, so I didn't have to do any altering. I literally just traced it, cut out 2 pieces, and seamed them on the sides. It didn't need any shape, just a nice simple dress. Then you will need a bodice block. A bodice block is basically just a flat image of what a well-fitting bodice will look like. This is the front. There's also a back piece. So I trace these pieces because I use them a lot for lots of different dresses. It's just a good base, so then you don't have to draft your own every time. It's tedious. And my bodice block, my favorite one, came from this Simplicity pattern, which goes on sale at Joann's all the time. So don't get it when it's $20, get it when it's $3. Important. So this is the bodice block back that I already altered. It has a dart here, which is a very good shape, so it doesn't have that weird buckle in the back that some dresses have. And then here, so it fits your back nicely. I made this have a wider neckline, so it did that kind of swoop thing in the back, and then had it a lot lower than a standard, just so it's a pretty sundress. I didn't do anything to the sleeve hole. I just used standard sleeves. Some people like a lower sleeve, some people like them to start. I don't like that. They're fine normal. I didn't need any more work. Then we have the front. The front I actually divided into 2, but you can see this is the same width as that. The back, very important, have to remember to do that. Oops. Then make sure you have your dart placed, and what I did was, on the front of the bust, you have the apex, which is the highest point of the bust. From there, you have your princess seam. So I made my princess seam follow where the dart in the front is placed. So when you have your princess seam right here, it already has that dart, so you don't have to sew it again. You just have it already cut out. And then make sure on your pattern to mark where seam allowances need. That's very important. And then the only other thing I did was I made it have a sweetheart neckline, just so where it meets in the center it's nice and cute. I used 2 layers for the bodice, just so it had a nice amount of stiffness, because I didn't want to use interfacing and make it too warm, so then it wouldn't be summer appropriate. I cut a 1-inch wide strip of fabric to make bias tape. So cut it on the bias so it doesn't warp, it works all nice. For the sleeves, I just took a basic sleeve pattern, any sewing pattern. I think I used this one and then just altered it heavily just to get an idea of what a standard sleeve shape is. So I could have enough for gathering at the top and the bottom, and I wanted them to be at that length because nothing's at that length, and it's super cute. For the little bows, you just cut a rectangle of your size and gather them in the center. Everything is finished on the inside with an overlocking stitch. I do not have a serger, but you can easily do this on a sewing machine. If you have any questions about that, feel free to ask. It just has a simple rollover hem. Only took a couple seconds, plus you can follow a plaid material. And all the side seams have overlocking stitches. The eyelets, I don't have grommets, and we're in the middle of an epidemic, so I just did buttonhole stitches, which isn't the fanciest thing, but they look super cute, and you can't even tell anyway. You can't even see all the hard work, but that's fine. So most important is make sure your darts are placed here so it gathers pretty, and yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions, just message me or hit me up in the comments. Yeah. Thanks for watching.